Welcome back everybody to the Video Explainer series as part of the YouTube channel, The World's Best School Videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe for not only the school videos in their entirety, but also accompanying video explainers, which will go to the extent of explaining a little bit in and around the production and what we had to do to put this to air. So this is called All Heart, and the school is Our Lady of the Sacred Heart in Sydney. So their brand new principal reached out and just said, look, we want something different. We want something quirky, which is right up our alley. That's our MO. And she said, we don't really have an incredibly attractive school, but we do have corners of the school that are interesting, but we do have a really sort of ambitious cohort of creative young ladies. So as you can probably see, we're changing shot every 2 or 3 seconds. I mean, even to the point where our own crew appeared in, behind the scenes, imparted into the video itself. Lots of cardboard cutouts, lots of merge of graphic effects and cardboard cutouts. This is a green screen here where she's performing in front of a green screen, and we just plonked her onto the background. Lots of confetti, which didn't really have any great significance other than we just needed to busy the screen up. Now that there was a particularly average corner of the school, like any old school, it was just bricks and mortar, but we're able to put, cardboard cutout practical effects with a mixture of graphic effects. As usual with Onion TV's sort of style of video, lots of puns. Here is the starting line. You get lots of support, i.e., pulling a girl up into the tree, and that image being cut and superimposed onto green pieces of card. Lots of people stationary in shot, and then we just moving the camera in and around them, adding lots of graphic effects afterwards. So it was, fun ultimately at the end of the day, but critically creative. And you can't just have a whole bunch of stuff in frame without it meaning anything. So here we've got lots of effects added afterwards, but they are directly connected with what has been said on camera. So we're always really proud of the fact that we can transition from scene to scene, without it looking too obvious. Here's a girl pushing a scene out to the left. This is sort of a standard push. A girl receiving that push scene and connecting it all with this particular comic effect. And here there's a kind of a little bit of a visual trick where we thought, let's put the symbols of the school, the O, the L, the S, and the H, which ended up dangling, I think, as a cheap special effect, which she actually says in the script. This is a cheap special effect. A bit of a taking the mickey, if you want to arrive at school, won't you arrive by helicopter? So yeah, really appreciate the school's openness on this one. This took away an award, a couple of international awards for marketing. And as per a lot of the videos that we do, we kind of figured it would be good to include all the bad bits or the mistakes in the back. It humanises the experience. It makes the girls look, like they had a lot of fun doing it. And in most cases, it's staff as well, of course. And it just at the end of the day, it sort of puts a bit of colour into the video. It's not just all strict, ifs, ands, and buts. It's a whole range of different shades of colour, metaphorically and literally. And of course, when you're dealing with high school students doing their scripts, nothing ever goes according to plan. So that's a takeaway that I would always say to schools who are looking to do a promotional video. I think the parents and the audience that you're catering for now are not easily sold on the cliches, the well-dressed student in the front of the school gates and highlighting everything that's good about their school. I think that can get a little bit boring, and it doesn't engage the audience as much, which is why we're constantly trying to push the boundaries a little. And it doesn't always work. And if all else fails, slow motion video is often a good way of, slowing the scene down, but also, including more in every frame. So thanks very much for watching. Again, another successful video for a school that was ambitious and open enough to appreciate and to, I guess, endorse the quirky brief. But as I should say with almost every single school video we do out there, it really is meeting halfway. The school has to be, open to any suggestions, not just, us plonk a script on the table and say we're doing it this way. They have to, look, be proactive with casting, be proactive with ideas. Anyway, thanks for watching and stay tuned for more video explainers.